This is our configuration file, if you guys remember. Okay. And then let me start this. So let me start debugger now. Okay, as you know, how to apply debugger in STS also and in IntelliJ also, it's same. Just you have to double click over here or single click. Okay, so I'm starting the application. Okay. Now let's see what will happen. Okay. Now I'm not hitting anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just starting the application. Give me 1 second. Can you say where I am? I'm over here. Okay. So this means whenever I'm starting the application, at the starting only, these are the things which will run. Got it, guys? So these are the things which will done. F9, see, chaining is also running. Okay. See, this is also running. Getting it? So these are the things which will run on a when you will start your application, this will run. Okay. Got it, guys? Now let's hit the API. So let's see the API also. So this was the API which we were trying to hit. Get all. Correct, get all. So from get all, we were getting get all. And I have in get all, I have to use get all method. Now I'm writing wrong. Everyone is getting clear now what I'm doing. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just creating one API. Everyone getting this or not? First of all, tell me this. Just no. Hmm? Tell me. Everyone is getting this or not? If you are not getting this, tell me so that I can explain you.
Please explain, sir.
Okay. Now let me tell you. Okay. So are you clear with this one or not? Tell me this also. Everyone? Tell me.
You're saving the user, right? In the
Yes. So this is what we call this? We call this what?
Request.
API. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay, guys. See. So this is we call this as an API. Okay. This is the basic URL, base URL. This is a safe method. When you will hit this, what will happen? It will call this service. User service save user. And we will save the user in a database. And if we will have exception or anything, it will go over here. Otherwise, it will save. Okay. Second is the get API. And this what we are doing. I'm saying the URL will be slash API slash user slash get. Okay. And this is your get API in which I'm saying I'm calling the service and I'm getting the user with the ID. Okay. and then I'm updating that in a response. And I'm sending that. Third, this is the API which we have to discuss. So this is also a get API. The basic URL will be slash user slash API slash user slash get all. A should be small. Okay. And it is public response entity, generic response, user detail. So it will return the list of user detail. Why? Because I am saying get all. Okay, or get all the user present in database. So inside this service, I have written the method which is called get all. This. Okay, I'm converting this in a DTO. I'm taking from entity. I'm converting this in a DTO and I'm sending it. Then what I'm doing in a generic response, I'm setting that the list of DTOs and I'm sending that. This is only what I'm doing. So if I will say get online, it will send me the list of DTOs, user DTOs, all the user present in database. Getting it, guys? Getting it? Getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
So everyone is clear with this? Everyone? No
Yes.
one is responding. Why no one
Sir,
is?
why we are using generic response here?
Here, see, generic response is a normal class in which I am extending response. Method status. And I'm saying if anybody wants to send only one object. Okay, suppose I'm saying I want to user want to get user number one. I can set and I can send it. If I need list of object also, I can set and I can send it. Okay. So it is a flexible class. Okay, although if you don't like generic response, you can directly send list of DTOs also. You can remove this also, but generic response is a great thing. I will suggest you use it. Okay, like you are making it flexible so that no need to write response again and again. Getting it?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, if you guys remember, when I have restarted my application, all the steps were covered, correct? Now, when I will hit the API, this method will be called. Inside this user service detail will be called. Let's hit the API. I think A was small. Okay, and I think I have done some changes also. Let's reload the project. It is restarting. Can you see? So these are the things which are already running. Now they have completed. Okay. Now it's time to send a request. Okay. Let's hit the API. I'm hitting the API. It's over here. Can you see? It's over here. Now where he will go? Okay. It is in load user by username. F9. I think. Okay. You have to say now. Can you see? I can get this user now. It's working fine. Can you see? Can you see? You by the help of username and password, I can see that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I will pass something else, then he will say unauthorized. He will come over here, load user by username. What you are saying? 401 unauthorized. So this is how you log in by username and password. Okay, so now you have achieved your Spring security. Everyone is clear, or shall I repeat the topic little bit?
Repeat, sir.
Summarize.
I have to tell you how to ignore the APIs also. No? So I will tell you that also. So guys, see. The last time I'm repeating the whole topic again, but now if you will not be focused, now we cannot be stuck in one topic only. Okay, we have to start token also. So guys, listen carefully. Okay, what I'm saying. Now let's. So guys, let's talk about Spring Security. So if you want to apply Spring Security, everyone is clear why we use Spring Security. This is clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell me why we need Spring Security? Just, I'm curious.
Spring Security is the layer between API and Postman.
Okay.
It will secure the login details.
We
Only
authenticated-
authorized persons can
Okay.
authorize them.
Okay. Okay. See, let me tell you. Okay, so I think security is clear. Why we use security, that is clear. Okay, so now let's start. Now let's talk about software. Okay, now let's start. How to use Spring Security, okay? So to apply Spring Security, first of all, what you have to do, you have to do nothing, just you have to add the dependency. Now the question is, by adding the dependency, how Spring Security automatically will connect. Okay, automatic how he will do the things for you. So as I have told you, we are using Spring Boot. Okay, and in Spring Boot, like in Spring Boot, your application is saying, yeah, I will do everything for you. Spring is saying, I will do everything for you. No need to configure. Okay, I will do that for you. Just what you have to do is you have to tell me. Okay, you have to tell me where and when to use. Okay, just you have to tell him that only. Got it? Now, when you will add the dependency, Spring Security will automatically activate. As you guys remember or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you will activate, it will automatically add all the files and it will not allow you to hit any API. Okay. Now there is one more thing. Okay, there is one more thing. Just one- Okay. Now when you will add dependency, it will automatically not allow you to hit the API. Now the question is, we will not allow you. Okay. Now how to log in if you want to log in? So he will give you by default username and password. Got it? By default, he will give you username and password. If you guys remember, on console you can see the password, correct? The hash value. And user was the
Yes.
username. So when you will add the dependency, it will give you username and password. By that only you can log in. Okay. Okay then. Now next thing is, you don't like username and password. You are saying, yeah, I'm not getting this username and password. How can I log in? So you can set your username and password also. How? Tell me how?
By registering, sir.
Huh?
Registration, by doing registration.
Okay, that also, but you are saying that the password which Spring is giving, I don't like that one. But I want to give the common username and password. for
In
everyone.
application properties.
Correct. So in application.properties, you can give username and password. That will be common now for everyone. That is also not good thing because I can also log in. For everyone, it will be same. Okay. So if by default anyone know that username and password, third party person also, they can also log in. So now what you want to do? You have to secure that. How you will secure? When you will say na login, he will ask username and password. If the person is not inside the link, he cannot log in. You have to register first of all. And when he will register, I will save the information in DB, so he can log in according to role. Getting it? Getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will tell you role base also. Just one second. Okay. So this is called your string security with database. Now, okay. Now how to achieve it?
Sir, I'm sharing screen. Actually, we are only see Eclipse.
Yeah, I was showing you paint. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
So now you want to work with the database, this one. Inside this, you are having all the information. Okay. This is a user. So now we will add filter. How? Okay, how we will configure. Let's come over here. So now what we will do, first of all, now we have to customize our Spring security. I'm saying that I will go inside database and then I will check whether the person is present in database or not. If he is present, then only he can log in. Okay. How to do that? How to do that? Okay. To enable Spring security, we have annotation which is called @enable Spring security. Okay. By writing this, your Spring security will be activated. Getting it or not, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, before this, we have to do one thing. If you guys remember, we need two things: user
Hmm.
detail and
User detail service.
service. Okay. Now, what is user detail? So in user detail, he will take the detail of the user in simple words. When you will, as you guys have seen also, when I will start my application, this was getting configured, correct or not? When I was starting the configuration, this was running or not before even hitting the API.
Yes.
So what he will do? He will run and analyze all the things. Okay, so then only he will ask 5 methods: username, password, role, and there are some methods. Okay, so you will implement user details, and in this you will give the 5 things: role, username, password. These are the important fields. These are the important fields. Also, there are more fields. Got it? Now let's talk about user detail service, which is very important class. In user detail service, over here I have implemented this. Okay, this is the method of your interface of your Spring security. When you will implement this class, he will give you one method: load user by username. Load user by username. Whatever you are giving your username, okay, what you are giving in your username, we have implemented user detail service. In user detail service, if you guys remember, what you are giving in username, huh?
Email.
You are giving email now over here. You are returning email every as your username. That's why what I'm saying. You have to say find by email. If you are taking username as a mobile number, You can take that also. I can do that. Nothing you have to do. Over here, you have to return mobile. That's all. And over here, you have to write the matter find by mobile. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This. So this is how it will work. Okay, these are details. Now let's come over here. Okay. In configure. So over here, enable web security. It will enable your web security. Okay. Configuration, you have to create the file as a configuration. Okay. Because you are configuring configuration, you have to do configuration, that's why. There are only two methods which you have to implement. These two methods. Only these two. First one is your security filter chain. Okay, security filter chain. In this, what you will do? You will give the functionality. What you need. This is your security, STTP. Okay, but you need. What you want to authorize, what you don't want to authorize. Okay. So you will say HTTP CSRF disable. First of all, I will disable this attack. If you will come over here, it also shows you. So what is CSRF? Okay, it is not showing you. No problem. Okay, then you will say authenticate. Authorize HTTP request. Any request, authenticate. Authorize your HTTP request. Role-based authentication. Authorize HTTP request. Any request, authenticate. And HTTP basic. I don't need form, I need HTTP basic. And session management, and you don't have to say anything, it should be status. Okay. Everyone is clear with this method? See, if you will not interact now, you will not get it. Getting it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
If anyone is not getting it now, you have to tell me. Because this is important topic, then I will tell you about token now. How to create token. How to take the token from header. How to do that steps. That will make you confused. And if you want to learn that token also, know how to do that things, you have to focus over here. Getting it? That's why. If you are not getting it, ask me. Don't sit and only listen. Participate. Okay. After this, if you guys see, this is your authentication management, which is the second thing which you have to create a bean of. Authentication manager. Okay, I will tell you what is this. When we will do token, there is the authentication provider also. Okay. How the whole flow comes, that we will do. In authentication manager, we will pass HTTP. Okay, same HTTP. Okay. So in HTTP, I am saying get shared object authentication manager builder dot class. Although you can pass this in over here also. Getting it? You can pass this over here also, it will work fine, but I think this is the correct way. Okay, this line you can remove also if you want. I can tell you how to remove this line. Okay, but I think this is for beginner, this is correct. Otherwise, you will get confused. You can directly write this over here. It will work fine. Just have to remove. See, not giving any error. And it will run fine also. It will run fine. Getting it? So you can remove this also. But I will suggest you don't do this. Okay, although it will run fine if you will go in a debugging now. Where is your application? Let's debug this and let me tell you. Let's see if it is running or not. Okay, in which you are comfortable, you can do that. In which you are comfortable. Just two methods which you have to create the bean of. That's all. Okay, now let's see. So when we will do this, okay, these are the beginning steps. Okay, I'm getting error. Authentication manager. Okay, we have to create bean of authentication manager also. Okay, no problem. You can do earlier one only. Okay, I think it is giving me problem. Okay. So this will return you authentication manager builder. Okay, then you are passing user detail service where you are having load user by username. Okay, and you are passing decrypt password by because you are taking decrypt. Build will return you the object of authentication manager. Any doubt in this line? Anyone?
This is a common workflow for any project, sir.
Huh?
Like a user data service and password encoder. That will be common for anyone, or
If you are using decrypt password. Just 1 second. Okay, one phone call. Okay. Okay, so what was the question? If you are using password encoder, then only like you have to use this, otherwise it will work without that also. I'm using decryptor. That's why to encode that password so that I can see the real password. That's why I'm using password encoder. Okay.
yeah, okay.
So these are the two methods which we have to implement. Okay, and this is I'm creating the bean of password encoder. Okay, decrypt password encoder and method I'm calling over here. I'm calling that method. Okay, if you will not write bean also, it will drop fine. Although you can write bean also. Now the question is, if you want to ignore any web, like if you want to ignore any request, like registration, and these requests, if you want to ignore that, how to do that? Okay. So I'm telling you, you have to create one more bean and you can do that. Okay. One method only you can.
Coming, sir.
Huh?
Background voice.
Okay, you are getting background noise. One second. Are you getting now also?
No, no, sir.
Okay.
No, I'm getting. Yeah, still getting.
Okay. Everyone is getting the background noise?
Yes, sir.
Like what type of noise? Anyone is talking?
Someone is talking.
Okay, I think it's sensitive. Okay, now let's start. Now you are not getting?
Yeah,
Yes,
now
sir.
it is.
Great. So let's start. So if you want to ignore any request, now there is only one more bean which you have to create for that. Customizer. Okay, web security customizer. That's all that you have to do. A public, okay, web security And before this also, no, let me explain you one more thing. If you want to do role-based authentication, see now, I'm doing role-based authentication. To allow that, now you have to write one thing, @G, what was the name? Granted authority, GR, not granted authority, it was global, I think. Secure, enable, first of all, it will be enable, global, yeah, global authentication. In this, you will allow pre-post. Yeah, this is one of the most important topic I'm telling you. If you know, like, this is only why Spring Security is famous. Okay, why people use it? Because of this only. So in this, you are having pre-post. Right, pre-post. Yeah, it's not showing. Pre-post. POST. Enable. True. Enable. Just 1 second. Let me go to Google where I don't remember. I'm not getting it. Let me open my phone. It is pre-post enable only, I think. I remember. Pre-post enable. Global. So let me share it. You guys also see. We enable pre-post. Security. Enable method security. Enable global method security. This is only what we are using. Okay, I'm using different one. Method security. It is also deprecated. Okay, it's not deprecated. Yeah, pre-post enable. This is what we have to use. What it is saying is deprecated. This is also deprecated. Arey yaar, sorry, it is deprecated. Let's see. Now it is deprecated. So which one to use? It's also deprecated. Everything is getting deprecated. That's why you should not be updated. Okay, if you are updated now, then you should always be updated. You should read the documents and something. If this is deprecated, then what is method is deprecated. You can use now enable method security. Click to see the note that you can avoid using pre-post because by default it is true. Oh, great. So we are having enable method security now instead of this. Okay, great. So we'll use this one only. Why to do this? So it was enable method security. This was the one which we can use. Okay, so you have to enable this one. Got it, guys? Okay, so that one was deprecated. Instead of that, we are having this one. Okay, so now let's debug this again and let me show you the magic of Spring. Let me debug it. Then today I will finish our Spring security, normal one. So by tomorrow we will start our tokenization. Okay, we'll create token, we will save the token in database. Then we will fetch the token, then we will validate it. Now let's hit it. Now I'll show you one interesting thing, role-based authentication. So if you will hit this, okay, so you will come in load by username and it will give you false. Got it, guys? Unauthorized. So the password was what? 123 now. Now let's send it. So you can see, you can get it. Everyone can see this.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now,
sir.
now let's do one magic. Now let's do Spring Security. Let's use role-based authentication authorization. Okay. Now let's come over here and I am saying, where is your security controller? Sorry, here is your controller. Na? So I am saying you are accessing this API, correct? Get. Now I am saying only admin can access this API. So I am saying free authorization. It should be admin. Has role. Has any role. Has any role. It will be in string equals to admin. Okay, guys. Like this only, na be right. Then let me confirm it. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, just we have to add this. Got it, guys? Okay. So now if you will debug it again, now you will see one thing. Now you will see the magic. Now you will see one magic. And I will show you that magic. If you want to see the full flow also, na, tell me. You want to see the full flow? How it is getting database from, like how is getting user from database?
Yes, sir, you can show.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Let me write then one more thing. In user service, now let's take. Okay. Okay, let's go over here. I will say I will not return it. Instead of that, I will say optional user. Are you getting now why I'm writing optional? Because my database is returning this. If you are not understanding anything, now ask me. But don't be like, sir, what is this? How is it happening? Why we are writing this? Ask me. If you will not ask me, you will be facing a lot of issues. If I will not get error, user will equals to this. Else and I will use debugger over here also. Okay, now let's try to be creative. Okay, if you are not getting anything, now ask me, I will take time and I will explain you. But if you will only sit and see, then it can't be happen, na? I am showing you how to do this. If you are not practicing and you are not creating your own project of Spring Boot, it will be difficult for you.
So can you explain it again why you changed that methods?
Which I have changed right now. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first what I was doing, I was directly returning this statement, correct? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Directly. Now instead of that, what I'm doing, I'm storing this in user. Okay, and then I'm sending it so that when my debugger come over here, na, so you can see what is present inside user. Getting it? Before you were not able to see that. Now you can see that. Why? Because now if you will come over here, na, it means the user is already got inside that. Getting it? No.
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Let's see. This method, what this method doing? So can you read this query? Select star from user where email ID is equals to email. I'm passing email in a parameter. Can you read this?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Yeah,
able to understand this one?
Yes, you're matching the email
Yes.
from the
And then I'm getting the whole user.
yes. Whole,
This is
yes.
MySQL normal query. I think everyone is getting it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So he will return user, but I am taking this user in a optional. What optional does? If the user is not present in database, na, he will give you null. Getting it? What I'm saying? If
Yes.
so like you are passing email ID which doesn't exist inside database, so he will give you null. Okay, this is only the benefit. If you are taking directly in a username, it will throw exception. I don't want to break my code, so that's why I'm taking in optional. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Got
Okay, now what I'm doing, I have created a variable which is null right now. Okay, I'm filling this user and I'm calling this query. When my query will run, I'm taking username as a parameter. I'm passing username like 123@gmail.com will be there. He will find the user and he will put over here or not.
Yes.
Okay. Then he will come over here with the help of get method. He will return you user because it's optional type. So if you want to return user, you have to write get. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Now let's hit the API. So right now let's write something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's write 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hitting the API. Now he will come in a debugger. Can you see the debugger? Can you see?
Yes.
I'm over here. Can you see, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in a debugging, variable is username is equals to 1234@gmail.com. Username is equals to 123454@gmail.com. Can you see this line?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is your username which you are passing from the postman. Okay, now I will say F9. Now he is going inside database. User is null, correct? User is null right now. Now I will do F9 again F9. Can you see? He is giving empty, optional dot empty. Getting it? Because he is
Yes.
unable to find that user because it's 1234 and the user is 123. So he is giving you empty. Now he is giving you null. Okay, now you cannot access it, correct? See,
Yes.
another.
Yeah.
Now let's pass only 1234. So now the username is 123@gmail.com. Now I am doing F9. User is not F9. Can you see all the details is there? ID is 1, name null, address Gurgaon, password is this. Okay. Can you see all the information?
Yeah, sir.
Can you see it? Can you see the user? Role is member.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he is able to find the user in a database. Now if you will do F9, okay, see now what he is saying. He is saying forbidden. Now why I am unable to access this? Because I had given the rule, if you guys remember,
Admin.
admin.
And
But
here
the-
it
Here it is member. Correct? Because the person I'm storing in a database is having the role member. Member. Getting it?
Yeah, sir.
If I will do admin over here, ADMIN, now he can access it. Although you can change from pre-auth also. If you want member, you can add member also. Okay, now let's hit the API. Next. Okay, so it's over here. Email is 123@gmail.com. Next, user is null. Can you see? Now the role is admin.
Yes, sir.
This is the user. I'll say F9. Okay. ADMIN. This was the spelling, na? ADMIN. ADMIN. Yeah. Has any role? I'm writing correct. Has any role?
Do we need a equal sign there, sir?
No, yeah, like this only we used to write. I remember. Has any role? Admin. ADMIN. Oh. Admin should go inside this now. Let's do one thing. I think let me reason this again. It happens sometimes. And let me see one more thing. Whether the admin is present in NM or not. Which I'm using. ADMIN. Yeah, it's correct. Our admin is also here. ADMIN has any role. Admin 3 or and everything is correct. Have any role. But it should be roles or role.
Sir, can you put role admin?
Over here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are saying, oh, correct, yaar, I remember. It should be like this. Very good. Where you have seen this? I remember now. Documentation.
Maybe, sir.
Correct. Very good. Because by default, it will remove this. Okay. Yeah, great. Very good. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I got. Okay, you have to write rule underscore admin. Because by default, he trims that thing. Okay. Role underscore admin. Yeah. Correct. Although you have to trim that method, I will explain you. Okay, don't worry. I'll explain you one more thing, which is very great concept. Now let's take it. I'm telling you now, if you are getting the topic now, you will automatically enjoy this. Okay. Again, let me see. Role will be capital or not?
Yes, sir. Role will be capital, I think so.
Let's see one thing. What was that? Any role. Have any role. Has any role. Bring security. Yeah, role this. Okay, it will be capital. Yeah, role will be capital. ROLE understood. Okay, let's debug again. Can you see now? Now let's see. Oh, really? ROLE_admin. कैसे कैसे
Double quotes, sir.
क्या ये भी role allowed. Although there are a lot of method, you can use anything.
Okay.
Has role. Where is has any role? That I have to see. Although there are a lot of things which you can use here. Okay. See this one I'm using. Has role. There should be any also. Okay. Single quotes load admin. Let's use this one also. Instead of that, let's try this one. Let's see this one is what that one will work or not. Oh. ठीक कर दिया मैंने। ठीक है। Pre-authorize and the rate. As a rule. Government official knowledge. Let's check one more thing. So where is your user? Let's come over here. Let's open up. And let's take it again. Role is admin. Yeah, admin is not putting role. Wait, wait. If you guys give me 1 minute, now let me see one thing. One thing I have to see. Documentation. We have to write role number 4. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Role. Role. नहीं, sorry. String role equals to role dot toString, and before that, let's add one thing. Okay. Nothing of this. Let me write role. And let's take up this one. Then we will do one more thing, and if that will also not work, then we will do one more. Role
So
number.
you told us about the log4j. Will it comes in Spring Security?
Log 4 days for login. Oh, now it's working. Can you see? So this was the thing which you can do. Getting it? Hello? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
See? Got it? And I'm also confused why it is working. No, okay. Why? Because this was not getting matched. But I have written admin. I have given admin, but I think. Okay, we will do that operation later. Okay, guys, then it's working. Okay. We'll do operation later. I will explain you logging also. Don't worry. Okay.
What changes you did, sir?
Hmm? Nothing.
I
I
don't
have
know
done.
what change.
Okay, let me show you. Nothing. Just I have done one thing. In graded authority, I have added role. This I have added. In front of role, I have added this for matching. Okay, that's all what I have done. Admin, na, it was giving me admin. So I have said role underscore admin now. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Then bye.